Okay, we're going to glue these laminations up in two pairs. In other words, two laminations at a time, and we'll put a mark on the pieces delineating the two laminations so we don't end up gluing them together. This is our first one. I'm just going to put it here. We're going to change the clamps so that they're about in the right spot. Don't worry about aligning that. There we go. Okay, that's the first one. And this is the second one. Now, to make sure we don't end up laminating the two together, we're going to take a pencil and put two X's here and here, and here and here. That means we're not going to glue that particular joint. Now, I bring each bottom of the clamp up to a thumb width from the last piece. And because we don't glue the first piece, we push that back. We glue each additional piece to the first piece, and so on. I use a white glue, and because I'm starting off today, I have to stir the glue. I stir the glue every morning when I'm gluing. After that, I don't need to stir it for the rest of the day. And then, because I'm going to be spreading a lot of glue, hopefully in a hurry, I use a toothbrush. It's a fairly wide brush, and the first operation with the brush is to clean off the glue stick, the stir stick, that is. That's pretty good. No, could be better. Okay, so what I do is that I then glue each piece. Spread glue on one side of each piece. Like this. Get a good spread, but I got to keep moving because I got a lot of sticks to glue, and the tack time is fairly short. Okay. Away we go. Now this is the last piece in the first lamination. The next piece we bring down without glue. That'll ensure that the second lamination is not glued to the first one. And we carry on. These sticks are relatively uniform in size. If the stick's varied a lot, I would draw a line with a ruler across all the sticks. That would help me align it as I'm gluing each stick onto the lamination. This is our last piece for the lamination. Just get glue on it. Set it in the clamp. Set the glue aside. And we bring the clamps up. I push back on the clamps like that while I bring them up, because the clamps tend to rock a little bit and they push up the last piece and don't keep it flat, especially when you're putting pressure on. And sometimes I'll put pressure on and then release it and push down the last piece. And you can feel it. The bottom's going to be relatively level. These pieces are slightly different in size because the boards, when we originally cut them, were slightly warped. So these lines, these cuts are not necessarily square to the piece on both sides. Okay, so we're going to put our gloves on. These gloves with the rubberized surface, usually called mason's gloves, are excellent for all woodworking. I find they give you a better grip on just about everything. We're going to crank this thing down. Now if I feel I need more power on the clamps than what I can give with my strength, which isn't what it used to be, I'll put a pipe clamp on it. But generally speaking, I want to see glue ooze out of all of the cracks. That's pretty good. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick this up and put it aside and let it dry, and we're going to do the same thing again for the other two laminations.